So the question is, are we ready for this virus? I don't think anybody or any government, any community is ever ready for something like this, something catastrophic as this. Hey guys, as you've read the title of this video, you know that our episode of Pinay Mom's Blogs this week is going to be a little bit different. It's actually the second week of March right now that I'm filming. Today is Friday. Everybody is now well aware of this coronavirus strain that's spreading like wildfire all over the world. Our kids just came home from school today actually. Yesterday while I was at work, the Dutch Prime Minister announced new measures to deal with this virus, but closing schools is not yet on the table. So this is going to be very interesting for us. Here at home in our house, both Mama and Papa are still working, so if the kids are going to be in school, so we're all sort of like going to be exposed. I work in the hospital, so that's even an extra worry for us, but we'll see. In the meantime, we're gonna just vlog, I guess, from here at home, and we're not gonna go out for the next few weeks, I guess, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna show you guys this one. That's the website, rivm.nl. It actually gives us updates about the coronavirus count here in the Netherlands. And right now we are on 804 cases with 5 deaths. Eek. That evening, we decided to just do groceries since we're all dressed anyway. And the plan was really just to stay at home the whole weekend. Oh my god guys, just look at this. We are here in Macro, here in Amsterdam. And this is supposedly the shelving for the rice and pastas. We're just supposedly doing regular groceries and there's hardly anything. Ay, ay, ay. Those are supposedly the shelvings for milk and they're absolutely gone. Hi guys. So now I just got an email from our boss. Yeah, so basically, in essence, he said that we can work from home, which is great. Because, yeah, especially here at home, we don't really get any help except for the daycare. I'm just glad that he is a little bit more considerate when it comes to things like this. But then again, there's a lot of us parents at work. And yeah, it is what it is. Hey you guys, I have a question for you. Do you guys know why you're here at home right now?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because the schools are closed from the coronavirus.
Exactly. Today's the first day, so I really want you to cooperate with Mama, yeah? Mama did not go to work so that I can take care of you here at home. We're going to have to follow the schedule that I put here on the board, okay? This one. Alright guys, I have ninja kids at home. Day 1 of no school because we are sort of on well, we're not on lockdown really, but the government decided to close schools starting today. What are you guys doing? You're doing push-ups too?
Yeah.
Go Liam, go Liam, go! You guys tired? But did you guys enjoy the day so far? Are you enjoying the day so far?
We immuniteit op en zorgen we dat de zorg het aan kan. Met als doel dat de verpleeghuizen, de thuiszorg, de ziekenhuizen en vooral de intensive care afdelingen niet overbelast raken.
This is the first time that there is an address to the nation.
Waardoor er niet genoeg capaciteit
It's the first time since 1973.
En andere patiënten met een hoop.
Okay, so guys, yesterday, March 15th, the government had an emergency meeting. That was sometime in the afternoon, and then after that we learned that all schools here in the Netherlands were going to close effective today. And that's going to be until the first week of April. And so just a moment ago, that's when we heard the Prime Minister address the nation, and apparently this is for the first time after 46 46 years or 47 years. So he addressed the situation of the coronavirus pandemic here in the Netherlands. And it was very interesting what he said. He said that the virus was already among us. Honestly, I personally think that that is true, because I do have a colleague at work who personally knows somebody who went to visit his mother-in-law, and then they found out that she was positive, and so they decided to do the testings themselves. And then it turned out that he was positive, as well as his wife and one of their sons. In that respect, they were not symptomatic whatsoever, and yet they were also positive for the corona. And so the Prime Minister's message was that we could do either of three things. So then that means there's like three scenarios. Number one is that we could just let the virus completely take its course unchecked, uninterrupted, and that would be very disastrous. Number two, he said we could also try to stop this virus by doing a complete lockdown, which is what China did and other Asian countries, including the Philippines, when they did a lockdown in Manila. According to him, some of the experts say that that would not be the most ideal, because then that means it would be on an indefinite time span, or it could be weeks or months, and that means it's going to affect the economy, or even more, it might even lose jobs for a lot of people. And then there's that possibility that the virus will resurface once the lockdown measures are withdrawn or were stopped. So that's a bit of a risky situation. So his last scenario was that we control the virus maximally. And what that means is sort of like if you've heard of the herd immunity, or like a controlled immunity. So that means we just allow those who are at risk get exposed to the disease, hopefully develop an immunity, so that in the future it could help control the spread of the virus. Because then, for example, once there's another outbreak next year or so, hopefully not, and then we still don't have a vaccine to it, then because you've developed your antibodies to this, it actually minimizes the spread of the disease to the vulnerable groups. Okay, so what's my take on these three scenarios? Because we're here in the Netherlands, and actually my husband and I discussed about this, maybe the controlled immunity might just work, because Holland is an open country, it's a small country, and it's a busy country, meaning that the people here are almost always out and about. A complete lockdown might work okay for like the next month or two, but for months and months ahead, I don't think any society can thrive on a situation like that. This virus is pretty new. We don't know much about it as of yet. And we don't also know if it's here to stay for months or years, or it's gonna do a comeback next year. So until we discover a vaccine, our best defense, I think, is our knowledge and our own immune system, especially for us that are younger or healthier, or the ones that are like below 60, 65 years old. And since here in the Netherlands, we have a general population of healthy people, then there's a better chance that if one does get exposed to the virus, and I'm not saying that you search for somebody that coughs and then you stand right next to him or so, no, that's not what I mean, but just in case that you do happen to get the disease via community spread, then we're hoping that your body will be able to tolerate that sickness and develop antibodies. And then if there's still no vaccine, let's say next year, or if there's another outbreak, or there's still no antiviral medication, then hopefully the community will now have a lesser chance to spread the disease to the vulnerable ones. But I'm also saying that this is in the Netherlands, okay? Sa ating po sa Pilipinas, it might not be a wise decision to do this herd immunity or controlled immunity. And that's because of so many factors. One of which is, of course, overpopulation, overcrowding, and then the geography of the country. And sadly, also the healthcare system, it's also very, very different. So the lockdown might work better, but we don't know how far that's going to go as well. Right, okay, guys. So now our kids, because of the coronavirus, we have to now sort of become teachers as well here at home for our kids. So we just came back from school. We went to pick up their homework. This is ready for a week or a couple more maybe. They did say that we're gonna have to pick up some more next week. So hopefully our kids will still do their work. Yes? And Mama and Papa are gonna try to be patient as well in learning how to deal with all these requirements and notes that they still have to do online.
And then,
Finally, we got toilet paper!
yay!
Yay!
And then Little also had
Okay, good.
potatoes.
And we now have rice. Bart actually went to 4 different stores just to find these things.
Yeah.
We needed, what is this? Yeah, we needed detergent.
And for the 3 weeks of being inside, I got myself a book.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. And finally, we got some milk because we had a hard time looking for these milk Tetra packs. Yes.
Buckwheat flour, I got one. Anyway, sugar.
Oh, I did get some the white.
Yeah. Then I went to Jumbo and they had like nothing. Like
Yeah.
everything was gone. You know, everything was gone. And then eventually, there's actually one of that, like a Turkish store or something like that, like the
By the Hema side.
yeah, exactly there. That's
Okay.
where I went, and that's where I found the rice, and
Oh, that's good.
I found some flour.
Yay!
Supposedly, especially for pizza, but it actually
Okay,
means
that's
it's
fine.
extra fine.
Right.
So it's good for
That's
your.
good. Guys, see how very quiet our neighborhood is. Usually you would see a lot of like cars passing by or even cyclists, but now there's hardly any. Hardly any. Everybody's just staying home with their families or, you know, just going to work if they cannot work from home. So, good morning, guys. It's March 19, Thursday. Yeah, I'm up here on the terrace, here on our 3rd floor, and I was just looking at the RIVM website to check, see here, and as of today, it's sad to see that from my check last Friday, I think that was, the numbers in Holland have now doubled to 2,051 cases. But those are only tested positive, okay? We have also apparently 15 fatalities. I also read actually that 25% of these are healthcare workers. So it's really quite scary. I'm sad to hear that because I have a lot of doctor friends, not only here in Holland, but also in the Philippines, in the US. And I really applaud them for the risk that they're willing to take to be frontliners, all in the name of service. So yeah, you really start to wonder about this crazy thing that's going on. So the question is, are we ready for this virus? I don't think anybody or any government, any community is ever ready for something like this, something catastrophic as this. I also honestly don't think that we're really feeling the real impact of this yet. There will be jobs that are going to be affected, that's for sure. There will be businesses that are going to be hard hit. Mostly in Asia and third world countries, in my home country, in the Philippines. I actually worry for my family back home, for the majority of the kababayans that only live from paycheck to paycheck. These are going to be tough times for all of us. It's really going to be tough. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. But you know what, guys? I believe that we'll get through this together. They say that the humankind is kind, and we always help each other no matter what. We've tested that through time. But I also pray that our scientists and experts would work as fast and as efficient as they can to get to a vaccine, distribute them, find an antiviral cure, and hopefully drop the mortality rate of this COVID-19 disease. So let's continue with this fight, you guys. Let's arm ourselves with a sound mind, proper knowledge, right information, and a healthy immune system. Oh, and also discipline. That's very, very important. So please follow the guidelines set by your own communities, set by your own countries, and we'll make this through. Okay? So that's it for this episode of Pinay Mom's Blogs. I'll continue on with our mouth-watering March episodes for next week. Sorry I had to interrupt that. But if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And feel free to comment on the description box below. Let this be an open conversation, so to speak, all right? And if you do like to see more episodes of Pinay Mom's Blogs, do hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot, guys, and please stay safe. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you'd like to see more episodes of Pinay Mom's Blogs, please click on any of the links up ahead, or you can subscribe to our channel to see more episodes every week. Bye for now. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.